the idyllic hamlet of Harmony Falls, where sun-dabbled cobblestone streets once bore witness to the warmth of daylight and laughter, resonated like a harmonious symphony. An insidious force undulated through the shadows. Beneath her effervescent smile and globally renowned melodies lurked a pact with darkness, a sinister covenant that pledged her unparalleled success and unimaginable power. As her stardom ascended to celestial heights, an ominous presence trailed in her wake, casting an ethereal gloom upon the unsuspecting masses enraptured by her musical enchantments. While this was not her intent, and she was good at heart, nor did she know that she too would be being used for a darker force and an even more evil purpose. The malevolence didn't materialize abruptly. Instead, it insinuated itself into the very soul of her music, transmuting each note and lyric into a nefarious conduit for demonic influence. Unbeknownst to her and her adoring fans, the melodies they cherished metamorphosized into vessels for cryptic messages, inscribing themselves into the recesses of their subconscious minds. Unwittingly, those who attended her concerts exposed themselves to an unseen force, an ethereal current that permeated their very essence. The once joyous music, now corrupted and evolved into a vessel for dark power, whispering secrets that only those attuned to the malevolent symphony could decipher. Devoted fans found themselves ensnared by vivid nightmares and disconcerting dreams that transcended the boundaries of ordinary slumber. The more they immersed themselves into the enchanting music, the more tightly the grips on their hearts and minds became. The darkness within her and her music began to materialize in the physical realm, seeping into the collective consciousness of those enthralled by her song. The initial casualties were the once ardent Swifties, metamorphosized from ordinary fans into eerie disciples, radiating an otherworldly glow and sporting unsettling, unbroken smiles. Their souls had been claimed, unknowing vessels from her dark and cryptic agenda. As she embarked on her global tours, her concerts underwent a macabre transformation into unholy rituals, attracting thousands of unsuspecting souls. The audience, blissfully ignorant, her trying to be a symbol for community and togetherness, chanted verses laced with demonic power, unwittingly surrendering their life force to the malevolent force that lurked beneath the veneer of pop glamour. Whispers of peculiar occurrences at these concerts proliferated like wildfire. Tales of possessed fans, midnight rituals, and cryptic symbols embedded in her album artwork fueled a growing paranoia. Dissenting voices were swiftly silenced, drowned out by the ever-expanding legion of Swifties who remained blindly devoted to their pop idol. The world, once a rich tapestry of diverse cultures and ideologies, gradually succumbed to the demon's diabolical plan. The pop icon was lost. However, her image was not, now being used as a means to force governments to crumble, replaced by puppet leaders who danced to the demonic tunes orchestrated by the pop sensation, and more so, the demon that possessed her. Society itself decayed, eroded by the hypnotic rhythm of her song, leaving behind a desolate landscape where individuality became a distant memory. In Harmony Falls, a once bustling hub of community and joy, the streets now echoed with haunting melodies, reverberating through the very soul of the town. The once vibrant community now resembled a graveyard. The remnants of humanity were shadows enslaved by the siren song of a pop sensation turned demonic overlord. As her global domination continued unabated, her true form remained enshrouded in enigmatic darkness. The world, now ensnared in the symphony of despair orchestrated by the puppet master in disguise, teetered on the precipice of eternal darkness. Humanity, entranced and subdued, stood helpless against the impending doom, all orchestrated by the demon in plain sight. The world was a mere pawn in the demon's insidious game. And as its power grew, the abyss of eternal night loomed even larger on the horizon, casting a chilling shadow over the fate of humankind. The air was thick with the triumph of darkness, and the once vibrant tapestry of life unraveled into a void of everlasting night. The very fabric of reality trembled as the demon's machinations unfolded, weaving a tale of malevolence that transcended the boundaries of mortal comprehension. As the darkness spread, enveloping the globe in its sinister embrace, the whispers of resistance faded into echoes of despair. Any rebellion that dared to challenge the demon's reign was promptly crushed by her legion of Swifties, now fully consumed by the demonic force that pulsed through their veins. The rebels, once filled with hope, found themselves outmatched and outmaneuvered at every turn. Enchanted forests that had whispered forgotten truths now harbored malevolent spirits that tormented the rebels. The desolate landscapes became battlegrounds where the echoes of lost souls resonated in haunting agony. The ancient prophecies that once guided the rebels now seemed like cruel taunts, leading them further into the clutches of the dark demon's dominion. Sacred artifacts that were meant to wield immense power crumbled to dust at their touch, as if the very essence of hope had abandoned them. The demon, sensing the rebellion's feeble attempts, reveled in her unholy triumph, her once charming visage now adorned in ethereal crown, her demonic form radiating an aura of unbridled power. The rebels faced battles of both physical and metaphysical nature, confronted not only by the twisted remnants of humanity but also by the psychological warfare inflicted upon them. In the heart of Harmony Falls, where the darkness emanated most intensely, the rebels stumbled upon an ancient temple, its walls adorned with cryptic symbols and faded murals. The temple held a glimmer of hope for the rebellion. However, as they performed a ritual meant to awaken latent abilities, the very foundations of the temple seemed to reject their efforts. Meanwhile, the demon intensified her efforts to crush the rebellion. The once beloved pop sensation unleashed legions of Swifties, grotesque minions with eyes ablaze with otherworldly fire to quash any remaining resistance. The rebels faced not only physical adversaries but also the overwhelming psychological assault of her malevolent influence. As a last-ditch effort, the rebels attempted to bring forth the presence of what they called the Chosen One. They believed that they had been successful, because as the Chosen One's power surged forth, a blinding light enveloped the temple, transcending the boundaries of reality. Yet, instead of the rebels feeling a cosmic alignment in their favor, the very fabric of existence seemed to recoil against them. The ritual, meant to awaken latent abilities, turned into a catastrophic event, with the temple crumbling and the Chosen One overwhelmed by the dark forces. In that climactic moment, the rebels faced her in a final desperate showdown. The cosmic clash between light and darkness unfolded, but this time, the demonic power proved insurmountable. The rebels, battered and broken, could only watch as their hopes shattered against the overwhelming forces of her malevolence. The Chosen One, meant to wield a power greater than hers, faltered in the face of the overwhelming darkness. The rebels, once defiant in their struggle, now knelt before the demonic overlord in defeat. As the rebels' feeble attempts faded into silence, the world succumbed entirely to her diabolical rule. The Chosen One, broken and defeated, vanished into obscurity, leaving behind a world forever altered by the suffocating embrace of eternal night. The once enslaved Swifties, now fully indoctrinated into her dark legion, celebrated their unholy victory. The echoes of laughter were replaced by the haunting melodies of despair as the world plunged into everlasting night. The remnants of humanity stripped of individuality, serving their demonic overlord with unwavering devotion. This tale of the triumphant demon in plain sight became a dark legend etched into the annals of history. The rebellion's futile struggle served as a cautionary tale, a stark reminder of the futility of resistance, the irresistible allure of her malevolent melodies. The world, shrouded in perpetual darkness, bowed before its new master. And that once vibrant tapestry of life became a macabre tapestry, woven with threads of despair.